Recorded Books and RB Digital present What You Really Need to Lead: The Power of Thinking and Acting Like an Owner by Robert Steven Kaplan. Narrated by L.J. Ganser. Introduction. Demystifying Leadership. What it really means, how it can be learned, and why ownership is essential. Leadership. It's one of the most important and frequently discussed subjects in our society. Consider these views on leadership from a selection of iconic historical figures and influential thinkers. A quote from Nelson Mandela. "It is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger. Then people will appreciate your leadership." A quote from Martin Luther King, Jr. "A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus." A quote from John C. Maxwell. "A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way." A quote from Lao Tzu. "A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, 'We did it ourselves.'" A quote from Peter Drucker. "Management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things." What is your definition of leadership? How does this definition help you figure out what to do if you face a challenge in managing an individual, a team, or an entire company? See an issue in your community and wonder whether you should take steps to do something about it. Observe a colleague struggling with a particular task and consider whether you should offer to help. Notice a piece of trash on the floor at work and consider whether you should bend down and pick it up. What does it really mean to you to be a leader? Leadership touches every aspect of our lives. We regularly talk about the need for leadership in our communities, institutions, companies, and at all levels of government. We often lament a lack of leadership when things go wrong, and wish we had more of it when organizations seem to drift. When things go right, we are quick to attribute the good outcomes to effective leadership. Given all the various contexts in which we talk about leadership, the extensive scholarly work that has been done to explore its key elements, and the tremendous effort universities and companies have put into developing it, you would think we'd have a strong shared understanding of what it is. In my experience, we do not. Either you have it or you don't, right? These days, when I meet new people, I often tell them that I'm a professor at Harvard Business School. In response, people are typically complimentary, seem intrigued, and want to hear more. They usually follow up by asking me what I teach. "Leadership," I answer proudly. This answer is typically met with a blank stare or a skeptical frown. "I don't think you can teach that," or "I'm not sure that can be learned," they say. They explain that, in their view, you're either a leader or you're not. I respond by trying to explain how leadership can be taught. I tell them that I believe leadership skills can be, and often have to be, learned. By and large, the people I speak with, many of whom are CEOs or aspiring executives, don't buy it. They argue that leadership is an innate quality, or a state of being. Either you have it or you don't. They believe that there is an elite group of people who possess certain qualities, and another less talented group who simply don't. As a consequence, they think that trying to teach leadership is likely to be a futile effort. This reaction used to really upset and frustrate me. Why couldn't I convince people that leadership is a capability that can be cultivated and learned? I have seen it done over and over again, including in my own executive experience. Can leadership be learned? Through several decades, scholars and practitioners have done an extensive amount of work to help people learn to be leaders. This work has delineated key elements of leadership, identified critical challenges that leaders face, and even suggested various approaches for how leadership qualities can be developed. Additionally, over the last 50 years, tens of thousands of students have attended classes at leading universities.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?